Hello and welcome to DK Legacy Football. I am Raymond and here we break down the beautiful game with purpose, smart analysis, honest insight, and a legacy built one match at a time. So let's get into it. As you all know, my YouTube channel used to be BTP, but I did change it to DK Legacy. This is nothing crazy, like I said, I just changed this name because I just wanted to have this channel match my purpose a bit more. Football is something I love and I want this space to grow into something I can be proud to pass on to my sons one day. Okay, so now it is going to be DK Legacy Football, and thank you to my fans as well. All right, so tonight Eastern Conference Final is a battle of style. We have Messi Inter Miami versus the resilient New York FC. Miami comes off of a dominant 4-0 win, semi-final win against Cincinnati, and New York FC also shocked Philadelphia with 1-0 win. And I'm going to break down the head-to-head, the history, team start, and the key players before giving my prediction, on who advances to the MLS Cup. Okay, so like I always do, I'm a Miami fan, no bias. I always give what my team needs to do to win, and also what the opponent needs to do to win. Okay, so let's get into it. Like I said, we are going to start with like the head-to-head. Both teams, we start with head-to-head, how many times they met, and who won, and I'll give the prediction and stuff like that. So let's start, head-to-head record. Okay, so both teams met 14 times, the wins, New York FC actually had more wins than Inter Miami, and they had 2 draws. So within those 14 matches, New York FC won 8 matches, Inter Miami won 2, and there's a draw of 4. Okay, so in the recent matches though, Miami won in September 2025. Miami won 4-0 against New York FC. Messi scored and also Ayande braced as well. Okay, so we have in February 2025 they tied 2-2. Okay, 2-2. All right, so in the historic highs, Miami biggest win was 4-0 in September 2025, and the New York City FC biggest win was 3-0 in October 2022. Okay, so let's come to team start like I always do. Let's come to team start in the 2025 season. I'm just going to give a quick team start, Miami and then New York FC, and then we continue. Okay, all right, so the record of Miami was 19 wins, 8 draws, and 7 losses. Okay, so they have 65 points, and they were third in the East, and they scored 81 goals, 55 conceded, which is actually bad. 55 goals conceded. They need to work on the defense, like I always say. But key players to always watch out for, like no one else than who? Lionel Messi. He has 35 goals, 26 assists. Suárez had 10 goals, 12 assists. Jordi Alba 6 goals, 16 assists. Teode Allende 16 goals. Okay, so let's go to New York City FC. The record was 11-5-8, so 38 points, and they were 5th in the East. 5th in the East. They scored 34 goals and 29 conceded, which is good. 29 goals conceded compared to Miami 55 goals conceded. Right, Miami conceded 55 goals. Okay, but the key players to watch out for New York FC, we have Alonso Martínez. He has 19 goals. We have Haynes Wolf, which has 11 goals, 8 assists. Maxi Morález, 2 goals and 11 assists. I'll come to Maxi Morález. Even though he had 2 goals and 11 assists, he's a player to really watch out for. He's age-wise, but he's talented, skillful, experienced. Okay, and he's the main reason why they even made it too far to this Conference Finals. I'll talk about him. And we have Augustin Oyada. We have 7 assists. But another player that to watch out for is Nico Fernandez. Nico Fernandez is actually good. He's skillful. You know, I like the way he plays. He's really experienced when it comes to holding the ball, moving the ball, being where to be, you know, knowing where to be, and pretty much knowing his surroundings on the field. Okay, all right. So yeah, that's the key players to actually just watch out for both teams, you know. So what I'm gonna do now is just talk about a little bit of the tactical breakdown, okay, for Inter Miami. I'm talking about the tactical breakdown for Inter Miami. For Inter Miami's strength, we always know that we have Messi, Lionel Messi. You know, he's actually the main key player that is holding the team, if I may say. You know, all the goals that are coming from him. You know, the goals, the passes is coming from him. He's always involved with the goals. Okay, he always know where to be. He's 35. You know, I believe Messi is like 35. Yeah, 38. Yeah, I need to meet either 35 or 38. Yeah, but age doesn't matter. You know, he knows how to be on the field. He's always reading the field. You know, he doesn't do much. He's skillful, experienced. He's calm, and he's the best player in the world. As I'm speaking, everyone knows he's the best player in the world right now. Okay, there's no unmatched creativity with Messi. Like I'm trying to say, like they try to stop him, but they can't. Right? He either finishes or he's either passing. You try to take him out of the game not to score, but he's going to find a way to pass the ball for the teammate to score, for the team to win. Okay, so we got the strength is Messi, unmatched creativity and finishing. Okay, and the veteran support, as we all know, we have Luis Suárez, Jordi Alba, and then we have Busquets. You know, Busquets. Okay, Sergio Busquets. Last game Suárez didn't start, which I think was a good thing for coming from the coach Mascherano, which is really good, because Suárez, of course, yeah, he plays with resilience. He put pressure. You know, he plays with like passion when he's playing. But they didn't start him last game, like I said, because he had some suspension, you know, and he didn't play the game before the semi-finals. He came in like the 20 minutes left in the game or 10 minutes left in the game. You know, he did really good. He played, you know, he did what he has to do. So I actually like how the coach didn't start him the last game. Okay, but Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets, this is their last season. So them going to this conference finals is huge. They are gonna come out strong, right, better than they did last game. They want to leave yet. They want to win the MLS Cup before they retire. Yeah, they want a cup in their name, the MLS Cup, to their portfolio. Okay, before they leave. So they are gonna come out playing better than they did. And Jordi Alba is gonna keep feeding Messi like he always does. Okay, he might even score. Who knows? Busquets always gonna hold the midfield. He's going to do what he does best, handling the ball, passing the ball, you know, just calmness. All right. So those three players, Suárez, I don't think he's going to start tonight again, but he's going to be a key factor to the game as well. Okay. So watch out for those three players. And also Ayande. I need to talk about Ayande. Ayande really stepped up. He really stepped up the last game. Okay, he stepped up really good to the during the conference semifinals. He actually scored 2 goals. Okay, he scored 2 goals, which is really important because it helped the team morale and the confidence and the energy coming from the teammates. Okay, so said Ayande, we got to watch out for Ayande. And another key player to also watch out for is no other than what's his name again? Silvetti. He's also an Argentinian, okay? He got 6.93 ratings in the conference finals, the conference semifinals. He gave an assist to Messi, and Messi also gave an assist, and he scored as well, okay? So he's young, he's 18-year-old, he's fast, strong, skillful, he knows what to do, how to score. So that's someone to really watch out for Miami. And then we have Allen on the defense, and Noah Allen on the defense, which is really, really good as well. So we need to watch out for him as well, okay? So let's move on. I'm just trying to give down the tactical breakdown and who to watch out for. But let me jump to New York FC strength. For New York strength, they are compact defensively when it comes to their strength, because they only consider 29 goals, which is really good, okay? So that's something Miami needs to break if Miami really needs to want to score or win the game to move to the finals, MLS finals, which is going to be a good team for Messi, Suárez, Alba, and Busquets, So they need to break through the defense of New York FC. Okay, and I know they are going to find a way, but it's going to be tough for them to break through that defense since they already considered 29 goals. For the counter-attacking, for the New York strength, they have the counter-attacking ability led by Morález. Like I said, Morález and Martínez. Okay, Morález and Martínez. So let me talk a little bit about Morález. Morález, like I said, his age-wise is old, but he was hunting Philadelphia for 3 different years, right? I believe it's 2021, 2023, and 2025. He scored in all the games. He's the one that scored the winning goal to beat Philadelphia, so Philadelphia wouldn't make it to the conference finals, and he still did it. He did it this year again. He won. He's the one that scored the only goal to make New York FC, make it to the conference finals. That's someone that they really, really need to watch out for the counter-attack. Like I said, his ability to hold the ball, move the ball, I won't compare him to Messi, but the way he moves and the way he knows about his surrounding and how to handle the ball, that's someone we need to really watch out for. Morález and Martínez, okay? And also Nico Fernandez, another player to watch out for is Nico Fernandez, So, and they have proven ability to upset stronger sides. Like I said, they upset Philadelphia. Philadelphia I believe was number 1, and they upset them in the conference finals, and they are going to the finals. Okay, all right. So let me go ahead and give some player ratings for now, and then I'll always give what I think Miami have to do to win the conference finals and to move on to the MLS finals. Okay, all right. I'll start with Inter Miami's player ratings. I'll start from the back. We have Wignant, it's a right back. It's a right back. So his ratings was 6.73 ratings from the last game they played. We have Falcon, which Falcon had 6.81. He has 6.81. Okay. We have Noah Allen. He has 6.83. Yes, according to my source, he has 6.83. And then we have Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba had 7.39. Yep, of course, because he, like I said, he's trying to give it all. He's trying to come out to play because he doesn't want to retire yet. He wants to win a trophy, make onto his portfolio, because he already won enough trophy at Barcelona already and for Spain. So he wants to win this trophy in his MLS season. Okay, so like I said, he had 7.39 rating, and we have Rodriguez. Rodriguez had 6.89 ratings from the last game. He did really good as well. Busquets has 7.28 ratings. We had DePaul who had 7.89 rating, and Allende. Okay, Allende stood up really good. He came out to play and he came to win. He scored 2 goals last game, 2 beautiful goals. Actually 2 beautiful goals, and the passer was no one other than who? Lionel Messi. Okay, Lionel Messi gave 3 assists and 1 goal. Okay, so Messi had 8.61 ratings. Like we know, he's the best player in the world. He is 8.61 ratings. Okay, so we have Silvetti. I already talked about him. He's 18-year-old. He's also from Argentinian. He's going to be playing alongside Messi if he is actually going to the World Cup. So that's the ratings for Inter Miami. And for New York FC, I'm gonna start with their goalie, which is Mark Fries. I need to talk about this guy. He's really good. He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a barrier to Miami in the back. He's gonna try to stop them from scoring. But like I said, nothing is impossible with Lionel Messi. Okay, he's gonna pass you, and he loves this atmosphere. He loves things like that. He loves big games, and he loves to prove people wrong. Okay, so we have Mark Fries 7.7. Let's go ahead because the time is running. 7.7, and we have Thule left defense. He has 6.90. We have Martínez 7.6. Raúl Gustavo, he has 7.3 ratings. Gray had 6.95. O'Neilly had 6.89. Huck had 7.1 ratings. Okay, we have Wolf had 7.11. And then Martínez Morález have 7.16. And we have Ojeda, who has 6.79. And we have Nico Fernandez, their forward, who has 7.47. Okay, so what I can give from this is prediction time, right? Should I go ahead and give the predictions? Okay, let me go ahead and talk about what Miami needs to do. Like I always say, Miami need to score. Okay, as long as Miami scores in the first half, they always have the probability of winning the game. Okay, so they need to score, but first of all they need to beat the defense of New York FC. Okay, so Miami need to score in the first half to win the game. But New York FC, they are the underdog. They are the underdog of coming to the game. They already beat the #1 team, and now they're gonna try to beat Miami. They're gonna try to steal the show from Miami, not to make it to the finals. They're gonna try to break. Jordi Alba, Busquets, Suárez. They're trying to retire. Yeah, they're trying to spoil the party. They are the underdog, but they need to score in the first half if they want to win the game. They need to try to score in the first half to bring the momentum of Miami down. Okay, and they also need to try to go behind the defense of Miami, because I don't like Miami's defense. They always have this space, and the opponent team has to they always find it easy to go between them with those true passes to win the games. Okay, so that's what they need to do if they really want to win the game. So that's what New York FC have to do: score in the first half, and it's going to be hard to Miami to come back to win the game. 20% probability. Okay, 20% for them coming back to winning the game. Okay, but they need to try to tie the game so they can go to PKs, which is going to decide who's going to go to the finals. because they have a good goalie who is good at PKs. Okay, so if New York wants to win the game, they need to try to tie the game or draw the game so they can go to PKs, because Mike Fritz is really good in doing penalty kicks. Okay, so that's what New York needs to do: either score in the first half or play good defense to stop Messi from going through that, to score, so they can go to PKs, and it's going to be tough for Miami to win. But Miami also need to score in the first half so they can have the chance to go to the finals. They don't need to draw the game, which is going to be tough for them to go to the finals. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Both teams, what they need to do to go to the finals. Okay, but let's talk about the probabilities. Okay, let's talk about the probabilities of the game and what I think who's going to win the game. I always believe Miami is going to win the game. Okay, but my prediction is Inter Miami have 60% chance of winning the game. Okay, and New York FC have 35% of winning the game. 35% of winning the game. To draw or the penalties, okay, they have 5% chance for this game. There's a 5% chance for the game to go to penalty kicks. Okay, but my scoreline prediction: Inter Miami 3, New York FC 1. Okay, Inter Miami 3, New York FC 1. That's my prediction for the scoreline. But I know my team is going to go to the finals, which is Inter Miami. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button to get notified whenever I go live. Okay, and thanks to everybody that is subscribed and supporting me. Peace.